Hello, this is session 2, and I hope you're enjoying the course. This week we have, or this session, From Aware to Authentic, Reconnecting with Self. So we've been talking up till now about awareness and the importance of awareness. And now we're going to move towards authentic and the self, the inner alignment practice. Um, so last week you started noticing when and how disconnection showed up. This week we turn inward toward authenticity and self-alignment, as I mentioned a few seconds ago. Here's the truth. Belonging begins with you. I say this because I think belonging as a concept more than any other I've come across with in coaching. And there are different ways to go about it. Sometimes people think it's something that is happening to them. Um, and I'm more along the lines of saying it's a story that we've told ourselves. So many of us are waiting for permission to be ourselves, to be accepted, appreciated, or chosen before we decide we're enough. But real alignment works the other way around. It begins when we choose to honor our values, even if no one's clapping. I mentioned authenticity. Authenticity is less about announcing who you are and more about living in congruence with what you believe. Less about who you are and more about living in congruence with what you believe. In the soil model, and this is the model I mentioned in the orientation video, SOIL, and that stands for self, observe, integrate, and live above. This week is all about the first component, that's self, and observe, the second component. It's about tuning back into the self that's been drowned out by noise, obligation, and comparison. One of the most important or powerful questions you can ask is, where in my life am I living out of alignment with what I say I want? Where in my life am I living out of alignment with what I say I want? When you pause long enough to listen, your body will tell you the answer. Tightness, tension, or fatigue often point towards misalignment. So this week, spend time with the guided meditation I've created, coming home to self. Let your breathing anchor you back into your body. Then journal your answers to 3 core questions. Which values have I outgrown? Where am I over adapting? And what would alignment feel like in my day-to-day life? This isn't about fixing anything. It's not about perfection. It's about remembering who we already are. This has to do with being authentic. Alignment isn't something you chase, it's something you return to. It's when you don't believe anymore or listen anymore to the shoulds in your life. It's when you have your own compass. That's it for session 2. I hope you enjoyed it. Keep up with the playbook and the assignments. Do the reflections. And don't forget to exchange your ideas and your writing. I'll see you in session 3. See you.